Hello, Internet friends, and welcome back to Surviving the Aftermath. So, this is update 8, which I'm going to be upfront with completely. I did not know was coming. I am a big fan of this game. Surviving the Aftermath is a great take on the colony management um, genre of games, but I haven't been actively following its development. So when I went about doing the latest series of videos, we're all in update 7 because I hadn't played for a long time and wanted to go back to it. I recorded basically the whole series over the course of a couple of days and then just planned to release the 14 videos, I think that it was, just over the next couple of weeks. Didn't realize that that was going to conflict directly with the release of Update 8. So everyone's just going to want to see Update 8 and what this brings to the table. So for the old series, I'm probably just going to release the rest of the episodes in one big go, and anyone who's invested in that can just watch those. But that means we're just going to start a new series with Update 8, and we're going to see what's new because this is a hefty update to the game. So when you first come in, when you first start it up here, it gives you this nice little what's new. And Update 8 is titled Tainted Earth. This says here that it is our biggest update yet. Ads. Okay, I thought I stroked out there. No. Our biggest update yet adds depth by connecting old features and adding a ton of new layers to surviving in a harsh environment. Pollution from deposits in certain buildings is now a serious threat. Water system has been upgraded to a deeper and more interesting one. Those elusive components can now be manufactured from rare metals, and a slew of improvements have been added to fields, items, production, and more. So pollution is now, there's pollution deposits that spread their harmful effects to buildings and people alike. Some of your own structures do this too, so plan your colony accordingly by using the new pollution overlay feature. Colonists and maintenance depots can also decontaminate buildings as needed. Water 2.0. Water is now divided into two categories: clean drinking water and water used by buildings. New buildings have been added to offer more options to produce and distribute this vital liquid. Clean water storages now service your colonists as before, while water towers distribute water to buildings like greenhouses and mess halls within their area of effect. Rare metals and components. Players are now able to produce their own components within the colony. A magnetic separator can be built on top of rare metal deposits, and the resulting products delivered to an electronics factory. These late game buildings will ensure the long term success of the colony in the aftermath. New icons and work area improvements. Buildings and work areas have received a major quality of life update. New and clearer 3D floaters have been added, and work areas especially have been improved. The new banner in the center of the area can now be moved without going to the building's menu, and the area displays how many resources are still left inside of it. Other improvements. There are too many additions to list, but here's a few good ones. Aqua Farm has been added for growing fish. Field fertility is now calculated per tile basis, and new colonist items such as durable clothing and weapons have been added. Production limits can now be set per item type, and the game features new reputation-dependent society events. So that is a whole bunch of new features, and it seems like a lot because it is a lot. So it is a lot to break down and digest. But basically, there is a lot of quality of life improvements in this, as well as a ton of new game mechanics. Producing our own components, another resource to gather. The water, you have to manage two different sources of water, which is directly going to play in with the new pollution mechanic. Pollution spreading out from buildings. All of this seems like it's going to be a lot to deal with. So, let's get to it. Okay, so like we did before, I think we're just going to go for a nice easy run through. We're going to do the things that get us the easiest type of world to live in, just because I want to more see the features, not necessarily challenge myself on how good of a survivalist that I am. I forget which one is the best one around here. Yeah, I actually don't think that this has a. I don't know. I think we did this time, and that's the one that actually gives us the easiest difficulty percentage. Yes, lenient and helpful. All right, so here's the favorite part where we get to choose. Oh right, we got to get a flag and a color going here. I am always a fan of the blue color. I think we did the light blue last time for Valentine. Let's do a dark blue now. And let's see. How many we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 different different icons. Oh boy. What can I do to try and decide? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this is going to depend on what we make our name. Let's yeah, let's just see. We'll make it this little person for now, and then we'll see. What if we do? Okay, so here we're gonna do what we did last time in choosing a name. We're gonna go randomly by rolling a d20 and then just hitting randomize that many times. So rolling this gets us a 6. All right, so we're gonna hit the 6 times and see what name it spits out for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skylight. Okay, not bad. And we're gonna do the same thing for a colony motto, just because I like letting fate decide. And 2. Okay, 1, 2. Skylight. Adapt and overcome. Not bad. I like that. So let's do that. And can I come back to this thing? Visuals. Ah, okay, yes. So we got Skylight, Adapt and Overcome. Is there anything here that's very Skylighty? I don't think so. I don't know. Or Adapt and Overcome-y? I don't know. I think we just keep it like that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we go with that. Okay. Let's just start the game, see what we get. Let's just jump into it. Been wasting too much time on the setup. Let's just get to the game so we can see the new features, because I know that's what everybody wants to see, is what's new in the game, what's changed, because I'm sure it's quite a bit. And maybe this time I can actually figure out how to get my people proper nutrients, because that was something I could not figure out in the last game. I could not feed my people properly. Okay, so right off the bat, we can see that stuff is a lot different. Gone are the big green splotchy nuclear waste piles, and now we just have piles of pollution, which seem to basically do the exact same thing. Yeah, they do seem to kind of do the exact same thing. It seems like there's more of them, though. I don't know. It seems like there is more pollution around. I don't know if that's just me or not. So there's supposed to be a new pollution map mode as well. I'm guessing that's what this is. Yeah, pollution. Okay. So slowly over time, the darker areas are more polluted, and this over time is just going to start spreading out until it covers the whole map area. So that's the first thing that we see. And then we also see that the icons here are different, both for the food storage and for the stockpile. And this is okay, so this is pretty neat too. Clicking on the stockpile, you got different icons here that actually pop up for where things are. And this actually seems like there's quite a bit of stuff to gather. So if we move the work area, there's just a ton of stuff right over here. Let's gather all of that up. Food. Yep, we can do this as well. Let's move the work area here. Oh, yeah, so we can get all 3 berry bushes in there. That is great. Let's do that. And then we are going to start off getting ourselves some houses. I'll do what I always do and kind of just make a big main entrance coming into the town, so we kind of know where that is. We can lay that out. And then let's start laying down some temporary shelters to get our people just a nice emergency place to stay. We will tear these down later. There's 1. I always forget to hold shift to build more. There should be 2. That will get enough for everybody. This is interesting too. Okay. Oh, so this is where the work area is set. Okay. So you can actually see now the icon moves off of. Okay, so the icon is not saying that these buildings are for that. The icons are what the are for where the build areas are. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, and I think interesting. Is the pollution already spreading out or no? I can't tell. I can't tell if the ground is getting like more purple as this pollution spreads out. So one of the things I also saw was that some things were going to be sooner in the tech trees, like the ability to get. I forget which one this was under. Where is okay, so this is already something different. Is after industrial mining was the latest tech you can get, but now you can get circuit assembly, which is going to get you an electronics factory. That's where you can get your components from. So that's pretty cool as a nice late game item there. Okay, yes, hazmat engineering. Okay, so that gets us the environmental station. And there is centralized repairs, which is a little bit sooner, which I believe is different than what it was, because the centralized repairs is going to, I believe it's supposed to automatically decontaminate certain areas, or I guess like whatever area it's in, it's supposed to keep buildings decontaminated. So that will be interesting to see how that works. So we are going to need to, just like always, start up, just a regular startup here. I cannot send Pinkman to the world yet because our gate is not up. We have to wait for that a little bit until we have some more resources. Yeah, it does not look like we have a lot of water on this map, at least not readily available to us. Yeah, we got one big lake in the center, a couple big lakes, but they're all back here. Oh, that's quite a bit of water up here. Wow, okay. Oh, and this comes around the side, so this whole side here is cut off by water, so that's interesting. All right, so we had a plank deposit depleted. That's going to be depleted, and then I think that is everything in there. There's one more plank in that area. All right, so we'll do that, and then we'll move this. We should build up. Let's see. Let's get ourselves. Yeah. So is there anything new right off the start here? That all seems the same. I think is the trapper is that a new model or is that the same? I don't remember. Here is some. Okay, so here's some different stuff here. Clean water. Okay, so let's start at the beginning here. Water collector produces water in small quantities. Requires a worker who gathers water from a local pond or lake. Must be built on shore. Stops working during heat waves and fallouts. Okay. Water well functions just the same as before. It looks like source of water critical for colony survival. Must be built on normal fertile soil away from other wells. Clean water storage stores modest amounts of clean drinking water for the colonists. And the water tower stores and distributes water for buildings within a small area. And you can see up here, if we go to our water tab, you can see it now has a different. It is a little bit different. It seems that there is production consumption for, I assume, people, but then there's also consumption for buildings, and then there's two different storage slots, or two different storage, just little info things that it's keeping track of. So yeah, okay, so this is for, oh, and this is nice. Okay, so if you click on the water well here, it has its health. It also has a pollution level and an efficiency, and it tells you how much water it is producing. Currently, we have 12 colonists. It is producing 12 water. we will need to build another one of these to make sure people are able to have clean drinking water. Now, the problem here comes in with all this pollution and the fact that we have barren soil. So you can see it can, when you're hovering over it here, if it's got these blue little water drops, you can place it. If it's got this stuff, you cannot. Unfortunately, looking at this though, placing it here is not going to be, like, I'm going to have to place it in some polluted areas, unless I just go, like, off here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And you can see that its efficiency is affected by the barren soil. If we place it in a spot that's got half barren soil, half fertile soil, you only get 69%. So it only produces 8. That's only producing 8 water for us instead of just the default 12. So this actually makes water collection much, much, much more difficult than it used to be. We're going to throw that down there. Hopefully that's able to get us a little extra water. So we're also going to need to build up a couple of different things here. We're going to need to get a scrapper and a recycler involved. Start getting us some of those, some of that plastic, some of that metal, as well as all the other goodies that go along with that. Okay, so yeah, we'll just have those there, and then we're also going to need to get a lumber yard. Good old lumber yard. Yep, let's just throw one of those down there. That'll be our line of industry, I guess, for right now. And we'll just kind of... They're not taking that one last plank, and I'm not sure why. Alright, let's just move that over there, start collecting up that stuff. They're still going with the berries, going very strong. It's going very strong. How would you rate colony building in this game in the game so far? This is interesting. I have not seen this before. I say that this is pretty excellent. Yeah. You are welcome. Okay. So this is interesting. Okay, so this has a little triangle over top of it. Oh, I'm assuming saying that it doesn't have anything in its work area. This does, so it's fine. But because this is not in its, it has nothing that it can take, we have to move the work area to be over here. And now that turns good. Interesting. Very interesting. So if we go over to our pollution map mode, I don't know if it tells us what buildings produce pollution. I'm assuming probably not any of these, but you can already start to see where this pollution is starting to spread out and merge with each other. So this is going to be a thing that we are going to have to try and combat very quickly. Very quickly. Okay. So let us... Ooh, boy. Yeah. That pollution. It's really getting up there. Really starting to take its toll on us. Alright. And, oh, is that all the berry deposits? Do we, Yep, okay, so we have no more berry deposits. That does not show... That does not do the same thing, where when it has nothing harvestable left, the icon doesn't change, which is a little interesting. You would think that that would if it has nothing harvestable in it anymore. But I guess that's okay. I'm kind of curious to see if we place this over here and have... let's... I guess let's do these ones first. Yeah, we can do those ones first. Yeah, let's go with that. Let us go with that. Alright, so these guys are producing up some stuff for us. Looks like it's going good. And let's get the gate going. Oh, that's an icon that's changed. Yeah, let's get the gate going here. I think we have enough supplies to do so. Yeah, let's just lay that down, and then we can start getting some of the goodies that go along with that. Some new colonists, and most importantly, we can get some research, so we can start getting things. We can start researching some of the new techs, possibly start to combat some of this pollution that unfortunately seems to start very close to us. Very, very close to us. I don't know if this is just a bad start that we got, or if this is normal, because remember, we chose the easiest start possible in terms of percentage, and it still gave us this. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. Okay, into the new world. Congratulations if you successfully rebuilt the gate and gained access to the world map. The gate is now open and the vast world ready for your specialists to explore. This progress is not gone unnoticed. Soon your colony will start attracting various folks. A portion good, others desperate, some tricksters, and the ones who just want to see you destroyed. Arm the gate with colonists or keep some specialists close by to defend yourself from the inevitable raids. Yes, we know all about the raids. So, Pinkman, why don't you go out and explore the world? Okay, so we already have a group of survivors at the gate wanting access. What do they bring to us? Quite a bit of stuff, actually. Yeah, 2 adults and 3 children, and look at all the stuff they're bringing. Plus, we get Baylor, the specialist fighter. Oh my goodness, look at that. Woo! He's good all around, actually. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, scavenging is not great, but he can kick some bandit butt. That's for sure. All right, so we're gonna accept these people in. That's no problem. Baylor, just immediately go out into the world. Yes. Okay, so these people are homeless now. We'll need to build up another shelter, another emergency shelter, while we wait for these people, or we wait for. Yeah, we'll throw that down there. And let's get this. Oh boy, yeah, it looks like we really start in a desolate area, don't we? Alright. You can go out and gather up this jerky just immediately. I'm sure that will come in handy. And Baylor, why don't you just start telling us what's around? So we're starting in like an urban environment with some bandits right next to us. Alright, that's no problem. These guys can start building up that, and we are going to want to keep. I am so scared of running out of water. Let's just go straight after those bandits. Hey, awesome. Easy victory and a good amount of metal as a prize. Love it. Oh, and there's some research. A good amount right there. And it's perfectly safe to go get. Alright, so we'll just wait for the next day to come around and we can get that. So I think we're gonna straight rush. Well, I say I want to straight rush the hazmat engineering, but I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we do straight rush the hazmat. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 450 research to get that, but it also does require 12 energy, so we're also going to need to get energy as well. So it's going to cost a bit more than that. We're also going to need 4, so 500, 625 research to get that hazmat up and going. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit and a lot of resources. But I think our people are up to the challenge. I really do. I am, like I said, though, I am worried about water. So, okay, so what is the water that we need to worry about? Okay, so this is the water that's used for buildings. Okay, now, so if we put this down, okay, so this has a nice radius that all the buildings in it use. Okay, So clean water storage is just a thing that exists. And I'm assuming we have to... well, I don't know if we have to keep that away from colonists or away from pollution. I don't know if settling that down in a place where there is pollution will do anything. But I feel like it definitely is beneficial to have one of these set up in case we get an early drought, just in case. I feel like we're also going to want to put down a couple of medical tents, just make sure that we have the resources for that. And I guess I am just going to try and straight out of the gate, we're just going to avoid this whole section of town because that is... why can I do that? Okay. We're going to go this way with everything. Yep. Cool. Great. Good. Thank you. We'll build that right up to the gate. Good. And then, what did I say? We're going to get medical tents, and we'll rotate that and throw a couple medical tents down there. Again, just because if we get an early pandemic, I also want to be prepared. You always think that you have enough time to be prepared for your pandemics, and you never, ever are. You never have enough time. Oh, come on. It's all right. I think he picked it all up in one go. He did. Yes, that's great. All right. Get me that research. Fantastic. Let's go back here. Let's get some of that research going. Let's go with these things first. Yeah, crowbars is a good one to get done first because that will help. Yeah, that's going to help out a lot. So let's go with crowbars first. Okay, so these have insufficient materials, which is why we need to get those crowbars so we can get those up and going. So now that we have a bit of water supply... okay, so yeah, you can see now that goes up to 900 storage for that. Okay, so let's also build, since we're just here and doing it, let's also see if we can't find another good spot to throw down some water. So I know this is going to get contaminated fairly quickly if I put it down there, but I don't know where else that I can put it. I guess over here is fairly far away. It's not great, and it only produces me 8. Only produces me 8, but yeah, let's just build that over there, and I guess it's as good as we're going to get for now. I don't think those guys are ready yet. No, they're not, but we do have some research done. Let's go back to colony, and we can get... do we want nurses or do we want heavy tarps? I feel like nurses is probably... better in this instance because we are going to move away from the tents fairly quickly. Yeah, we're going to go straight into communal living and then just start building up little shanty towns from that. So let's go with nurses, research them, and then we can go from there. All right, so things are going pretty well. Looks like we're just waiting on plastic right now. And that is just going as fast as it can. Hey, we got a wandering merchant. We cannot get anything from him. We are poor wretches just trying to survive in the apocalypse. Okay, let's go. Let's have you just check out what's here. Okay, we got plastic. I do need plastic right now, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Oh, we got a colonist under attack. Oh, the mice. We're under attack by the mice again. That was a different little sound bite. I was very scared by that. It looks like they're gonna be able to handle that. No problem. But we do have someone that is injured, and we don't have one of these medical tents up and ready to go, which is a bit unfortunate. All right, so he's grabbing the last, or was that the last of that, or was that? Yeah, that was the last of the research that we had. Okay, you can go out and get that stuff there. And we are done with research, so let's go straight into the communal living, and we can get up Some shanties for our people. Yes. Shanty living. Okay, so here's the tent. First tent's going up. Arthur can get the treatment he needs in this in these trying times. Yes. Oh, and we have a rare metals resource up here. So that is pretty cool. Okay, there you go. Arthur goes into the tent. Specialists are ready again. I'm looking for more research. Tools is pretty good, though. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what's over here? Concrete, not bad. We got some mountainous terrain. How would you rate the world map part of this game so far? It's pretty good. I definitely like what they're doing with the world map. I think that is an interesting and kind of unique aspect to the game. Yeah. Oh wait, we got 2 colonists are injured. What happened? Why do we have 2 colonists? What happened? Jeez, come on, guys, get it together. Keep it together. Making fools of yourselves out here. You gotta represent Skylight and all that it's good for. All right, get centralized repairs going. That's going to give us a maintenance depot, and that should allow us to decontaminate buildings. Not sure. I think that might go more towards the buildings that produce pollution. Probably, like, once we get the environmental station going, it'll need a centralized depot thing. Words are hard. It's been a long day, guys. Research. Nope, it's got mealworms. Well, I mean, mealworms are not bad. We definitely need those. Alright, give us a bit of stuff. We got 15 water. Or 15 extra coming in. Yeah, okay. Got our second medical tent going. We don't need a person working it. Okay, and then we have... This thing has depleted its resources, so let's go... yeah, let's move it over there. Okay. Oh, and we have communal living now, which means we can start building up shanties. So we should definitely do that. Oh, and we got centralized repairs done. We don't have quite enough to get the hazmat, but that's okay, because we can come over here and do inventory to try and get us closer to getting power, which we're not even going to be able to get power running because we don't have parts or components yet. So, you know, we'll have to go for those at a later date. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get too many shanties going at a time. The problem is just all this pollution is just in the way of where I want to build. Ugh. I'm not going to be able to, like, lay out a decent... Not going to be able to lay out anything decent until this is, taken care of. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Blah. Terrible. Alright, actually, let's, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to move... I'm already going to move some stuff. I'm already going to do a bit of moving. Okay. I want to put a road back here. Let's demolish that. I do like these icons that they have changed stuff up. And they've added some like new sound effects and some like graphics when you do things. It's really nice. I really do like it. Okay. So let's put... We're going to put a shanty there, and a shanty there, and a Chanticleer. Chanticleer. Chanticleer.
Chanticleer. Chanticleer. Chanticleer. No, look.
That's a reference for all you old people out there. Hey, we discovered our first community, and it is super close to us. So let's hope that they like us and want to trade cool stuff with us. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this initial episode into our Update 8 playthrough. We have still a ton of features to explore and new things to unlock, and we're going to do that in some future videos, so I hope to see you all for those again. As always, thank you for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time.